Welcome to Zone 6 Picks, your go-to source for daily sports betting predictions, expert insights, and free picks across the biggest games in the NBA, WNBA, NFL, MLB, NCAA, and more. We specialize in delivering accurate, research-backed betting content with no subscriptions, no hidden fees, just straightforward betting advice you can trust. Before we get started, a quick shout-out from my partner Zone 6.
What's up, family? Thanks for tapping in with Zone 6 Picks, where we drop game picks every single day. Straight free picks, no pay for play. If you like winning, this is the zone you need to be in, Zone 6. Just show the channel some love, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring that bell so you don't never miss a money play. Let's eat.
What's up, Zone 6 family? And welcome back to Zone 6 Picks. Hope you all enjoyed your day. We're starting to build some real momentum, cashing in 5 of our last 7 plays, and getting back into that profitable groove. So let's keep it pushing P tonight. We've got another big one on the board as the hometown squad. The Atlanta Dream head up to Connecticut to take on the Sun. It's a matchup with a double-digit spread, and a total that's got a lot of bettors debating whether it's too high or too low. Let's break it all down and see where the real value is. The WNBA regular season continues tonight with the Atlanta Dream heading into Mohegan Sun Arena to take on the Connecticut Sun in a matchup that highlights two teams in very different positions. The betting markets currently have Atlanta listed as heavy favorites, with the spread hovering between -13.5 and -14.0, while the total points line is sitting right around 158.5 to 159.5. Let's break down both sides of this game and see where the true betting value lies. The Atlanta Dream come into this contest with momentum on their side. At 29-14 overall, they've locked themselves into the upper tier of the league standings and are still fighting for optimal playoff positioning. More importantly, they've been winning convincingly. Over their last 5 games, Atlanta has strung together victories by margins of 25, 19, 11, 17, and 22 points. That's not only dominance, but also a sign of consistency in both preparation and execution. Offensively, they're putting up over 84 points per game on strong efficiency, while their defense is smothering, holding opponents under 78 on average. On the other side, Connecticut is closing out what's been a difficult season. At 11-32, they've long been eliminated from playoff contention and have looked like a team trying to finish the schedule without sustaining further damage. Their offense has been one of the least productive in the league, averaging around 76 points per game, while shooting just above 41%. Defensively, they give up nearly 86 points, and the gap between their offensive rating and defensive rating underscores just how overmatched they've been against stronger competition. With key players like Olivia Nelson-Ododa, Bria Hartley, and Layla Lakin sidelined, the Suns' rotation is stretched thin. That lack of depth shows late in games when opponents pull away. When we look at the spread, Atlanta's performance against the number has been one of the best in the league. They're 29-14 ATS this season, and an even more impressive 15-6 on the road. They've also covered in their last 5 away games, including both recent meetings with Connecticut. On September 8th, the Dream rolled to an 87-62 victory, covering as 15.5-point favorites. Just a week prior, they won 93-76 on the road, also covering a double-digit line. Bettors have noticed, as this current spread has ticked up from -13.5 to -14.0, reflecting confidence in Atlanta's ability to win comfortably, given their motivation to finish strong, their superior efficiency, and Connecticut's depleted roster. Atlanta remains the right side here. The total is where things get interesting. Books are holding steady around 158.5, a number that looks a touch high considering the recent matchups between these two teams. In their last 2 meetings, the combined scores were 149 and 169, averaging 159 points across the pair. But context matters. The 93-76 game leaned toward the higher side because Atlanta shot exceptionally well. Just days ago, however, we saw the opposite, with the Dream suffocating Connecticut and holding them to only 62 points in a game that never came close to the posted number. Connecticut's offensive limitations, combined with Atlanta's defensive intensity and focus on controlling the pace, suggest that the under holds more value. Even with Atlanta capable of pouring in points, the Suns' inability to keep up creates scenarios where the game slows late, leading to lower combined totals. So where does that leave us? From the spread perspective, Atlanta has all the edges: form, motivation, coaching, depth, playoff motivations for that second seed, and recent head-to-head results. They've been a cover machine all season, and especially on the road. From the total standpoint, while Atlanta can light up the scoreboard, Connecticut simply hasn't shown enough to push these games into consistent overs. The matchup favors another result below the posted number. My projection for this game is Atlanta Dream 86, Connecticut Sun 68. That final would give Atlanta an 18-point margin, enough to cover the minus 13.5 line with room to spare. And it would also finish at 154 total points, keeping the game comfortably under the posted 158.5. Final picks: Atlanta Dream minus 13.5 and under 158.5 total points. All right, kinfolks, that's going to do it for our breakdown of the Atlanta Dream and Connecticut Sun matchup. We've been on a nice run, hitting 5 of our last 7 plays, and the goal is to keep that momentum rolling. As always, these picks are here to give you the insight, so you can make the call that's right for you. If you've been rocking with Zone 6 picks, make sure you hit that like button, drop a comment, and subscribe so you don't miss any of the action. We'll be back with more plays, more analysis, and more ways to beat the number. Oh, and one more thing. Let's feast.